I'm Wavy Cunningham, and I rap.
My name is DJ Mercy. I DJ and I produce beats for Wavy Cunningham.
Yeah, we started doing this in 2017, like pretty much. I was doing a show at Pauly's Hotel, and he was DJing for the opening set. Never met him before. I was digging when he was playing. I did my show, and then we exchanged contact information afterwards. Yeah. Just been making beats ever since.
Most times you meet rappers or musicians, you say, hey, let's meet up sometime. And you usually meet up one time and just don't do much, but the first time me and Wavy, hung out, hit a blueprint for the first album already. Well, the cool thing about this group is that we're both bringing our shared experiences in the music industry and just as music lovers. So the inspiration is pretty much like all, for these three projects especially, is our love of music, our love of the radio, listen to music.
Just like old vinyl samples, like all that stuff, like jazz samples, like R&B, like anything that like will help evoke emotions from the listener. That's the overall goal,
Right.
Have that lasting impression, like have that like nostalgic feel.
Yeah, these last three albums have definitely been a tribute to all the musicians and all the music that's come before us.
We have a ton of projects in the works. Yeah, they ain't even heard the Blue album. Ooh,
this past year we completed 3 albums, and The Art of War was the one that really just stuck with us the most. Well, it was really the urgency. It was like, we got to get this recorded, like now.
Yeah.
Because we were in the process of recording one album, and we kind of felt like the energy was right in the moment for The Art of War. So,
definitely. Yeah. I wrote the Art of War all at once, like every song, I was just like, I started with a list of just samples that like I vibe with, but like weren't like 100% popular, like kind of like maybe like even more like B-sides, you know what I mean? Nothing like too crazy to like stand out too much, but like still like have like certain vibes to them, just so it kind of be like a reintroduction for like those like types of songs, like if you haven't heard them in a while, like especially for like the older generation. So I put like 10, I tried to get it, I had like 20 like 30s like songs I was like bouncing between, but I cut it to 10, and then I came up with titles for each song, and then I started with like if the song had like a sufficient chorus, like a certain vibe to like a chorus, I like started with that, then just went through the verses, like, and I bounced between songs, so like keep everything fresh. Like if I felt like I was like forcing something, like I would bounce to a different song, start writing with that, just to keep it fresh and like original, and like keep it up with like what's going on, and like to myself, like I would rap along to the sample. It was this Marvin Gaye sample, "Where Are We Going," and it meant a lot to me. And I was like, might as well. it fit, we slowed it down a little bit. Yeah.
That's kind of what was cool. Well, that's kind of what's cool about the vibe of the whole album, is that we can kind of feel each other if we just don't, if something doesn't click. So with that song, it was just a sample needed to be switched out real quick. Wavy came up with the sample, and right away, it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, either the title track or Just In Case are my 2 favorites right now. Yeah, Just In Case, I love the vibe of that. Yeah. I love the lyrics.
My favorite song's got to be For the Gang.
The
reggae vibe.
I made that song for my mom. Because she's all about the reggae vibe, and she needed something to vibe to, so I had to do it.
Yeah, and Wavy doesn't mind when I chop up the vocals, because there's a lot of hidden chopped up vocals within that song that I chop up a lot, and when I first became a DJ, I was DJing dancehall music, and so this is kind of like a flip back to like when I was digging in the crates looking for records. And it's funny, just like Wavy brought up that song, and I already I knew what that was going to sound like in a hip-hop version.
I mean, it's cool to release like a bunch of music at once, but like that shit's here today and like gone tomorrow, You know, like I want stuff that like people are gonna want to listen to, like more than once, and be like, oh, that's cute. They just released a project, and then just like not even think to listen to it like months, like years down the line. I want like this to stick like in people's minds like for the majority of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm in it for, longevity.
Yeah, and the thing I like most about these songs is that the samples from the past, they bring you in, but then even for me, I'll pick up on lines that Wavy's talking about in the song, double, triple entendres that I just like figure out, just like, yeah. So the beats are chill and it makes you bob your head, but then really listening to Wavy's stories.
Usually, like I aim my music for like motivational purposes. I want like to instill like confidence in the listener. Like no matter what you're listening to, I want you to hear my shit and be like, oh damn, I'm in a bad mood now. I want you to hear like my music and like be inspired by it, whether it's like to even like do what you're doing throughout the day that's important to you. Like I want to be that confidence. That's like what inspires my lyrics.
And it's funny, there's always like and it seems like I don't know, easy, but there's always like a slight comical element. He's like an amazing comedian. It's
funny because life is funny.
It'll just be like it'll be a mad serious song, and then the last lyric will just be like some hilarious punchline. It's just like, all right, like it's like, all right, back to life.
Life is funny, man. Like you gotta have that that sarcasm. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, that's so what helps a lot of people cope. Just like